there, I'm Nu-Trix, and today we're looking into another plugin from Arturia. They've got this cool series that is called Augmented something, and the Augmented series is very cinematic, very wide and lush and pure because it mixes acoustic sounds that have been sampled and really carefully chosen for not just the sound but the performance. There's some playability and performance in it that are really, really cool. And it just gets you inspired by it. And it sounds more acoustic because of that. You have also a very electronic sounding synth if you want. They all use the same synthesis sampling engine in the back, but the differences between each of them is basically the samples being used, the type of sound they're using, and the preset that they built from it. So this one is called Yangtze. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Taking from, I think, like 7 or 6 different Chinese instrument. So it's very Asian sounding. And it's pretty cool because it has that, again, that organic sound to it. Click here and see all of that. That's what I'm saying, cinematic. This really cuts through a mix. Like all of their Augmented series, you have these controls here. You can morph between the layer A or layer B. You get delay, reverb, effect B, effect A. Color is basically, I mean, these can be assigned to whatever you want, but it's kind of a logic. When you get into editing more, you go into advanced and you get these 2 different layers, A and B, and you have different type of synthesis. And you can have, like in A, you have 2 generators, and B, you also have 2 generators. There's a filter, different type of filters you can have. There's different controls here. By clicking on it, you can decide different samples you're using. So you see these different instruments that they to, and then there's additional sample, like other type of sound that they. So these are all the samples that you can use. And this is the sampler that we have. Now we also have a synthesizer, which in this case uses granular synthesis, because the synthesizer can use analog synthesis. So really, if you just want to use this as a kind of a mini mode type of sound, you could. You have granular, it uses samples and then you modify them. There's harmonics, then you can control different type of harmonics, and there's simpler, and there's wavetable. And these, I did videos about them, link below. You can just go watch. All of the Augmented series uses these logic. Now, again, what's new about this is these samples here, and the way they've been sampled and combined into these. Remember that you also have modulation, very, very complex but simple to use. You have an arpeggiator, again, can be for a sequence or just an arpeggiator, classic one if you want. We've got effects for each of them separately, 2 effects, and you have macros. The 4 knobs we saw at the beginning, the color, the morph, the time, the motion, then can be assigned to whatever you want. So you're not stuck with pre-selected stuff that they decided. It's your choice when we go back to this window here, what these are doing. So I really like the sound of it. It sounds very natural. Very smooth, very nice. So they have a lot of them. You can select here and go by type of sounds, or you can just click here and go by style. So there's different ways of browsing here, or the banks. In this case, there's only the factory bank. And I just like it. I just like the sound of it. And it might not be for everybody. The velocity does a lot here. And it gives you that expressiveness, the expression that. So much that he did reassign to a song that I already had. I've been looking for that, the right sound for this song, and I think this will be perfect for it. I can add a drum, but there's no drum in this one, so. Well, that's it. If the sound fits what you're looking for, take it. I like it. I mean, all the Augmented series is all about, very lush, nice sound, very, I see it like very cinematic type of sounds. It can be more percussive, less, but in this case, I like it. It's just like, it can be very windy, or they're wind strings, mostly the sounds. I just like that very calm sound. And it goes with my song. That's it. Stay safe, make more music, and see you soon.